Hello, didn't see you there, sorry about that. You're here to watch a Critical 3 video, are you? Oh, well, welcome. I hope you subscribe, because apparently over 59% of you that are watching this video right now are not subscribed. So make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn that notification bell on as well. Enjoy the video.
Hey guys, welcome to Critical 3. I'm Tyler.
I'm Josh.
I'm waiting for you to say it.
Welcome.
Are you ready?
And action, mate.
Nice.
Normally you'd say that.
Yeah, I feel like it's yours though. I can't steal it because I never came up with one.
You need to think of one, don't you?
I just look weird and sound weird if I ever said it. I think but yeah, we'll have to come up with one.
Yeah.
I'll have to come up with one. So yeah, kicking off. Back with another Critical 3 review. This time we're doing Cruella, which is obviously from the evil woman from the 101 and 102 Dalmatians.
Evil woman?
Yeah, she is. She's the evil woman. She's the bad guy.
Yeah, but it's just a weird way of putting it. It's the evil woman from 101 Dalmatians.
Yeah, you just get the. You got to put that song in. That evil woman.
I feel like everyone knows who Cruella de Vil is. I think if you don't know who she is, you've kind of like just been born. Like literally yesterday you were born. If you don't know who she is, so but yeah, Cruella. Nah,
not Cruella de Vil, just Cruella.
I just want to say something. All right, feel a little bit precious today. So if I'm not my upbeat self, then you know why. I'm feeling a bit temperamental. Nah, that's not the word.
You had a couple of beveraginos.
Yeah, just a few. Yeah, just a few.
Yeah, sun's coming out. Sun's out. Look, mate. I've got mine. Not sponsored, should be, but yeah.
I think that'd be so bad if we're sponsored by Budweiser, mate. It'd be bad for both of our healths. Jesus,
mate, it'll be a film talk with a couple of bevies with the boys.
Just constant beers all the time coming through your door. Jeez, no, thank you. But anyhow, Cruella, let's get down to business. So, initial thoughts?
It was.
Yeah.
I
say initial thoughts.
Initial thoughts. Yeah. So I only watched the trailer once. Didn't really look into it. My expectations was, shall I say, very low for the film. I actually did watch 2 reviews. I watched Angry Joe, his review, and someone else's, which I'll kind of talk about and how very different what they said to how I felt actually to the film. Obviously, it's Emma Stone playing her, which I think she is an amazing actress. Anyway, I do like Emma Stone. I like a lot of the films she's been in. I really enjoyed this film. A lot more than I think I should have, or maybe a lot more than I was expecting. Yeah. Obviously, we didn't go together. I went with my missus. You went just before we met me. But
which is Josh vlog. Whoa.
Yeah, and if you've not watched that, we'll put the link in the subscription. But yeah, Josh, what were your thoughts?
You kind of already said that it's better than you thought it was. So I kind of went in with a little bit more of or less of an open mind, if you catch my drift. So before I was going in like completely open minded, not knowing what to expect, and then when you kind of said, "Oh, it's really good, mate. I really enjoyed it," I was like, "Oh, okay, all right." So I went in kind of expecting it to be good, and it didn't let me down. I really enjoyed it. In a way, though, I still had my reservations. I still like don't it's a Disney film. At the end of the day, it's not really meant for me. I'm not a Disney marketer. They go, let's bring out a new film. What we're doing? What does Josh like? You know what I mean? you know, I knew it wasn't for me, and even still, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I kind of agree that. So the film isn't really for me, but it's got Emma Stone in it, so I it was kind of her. She was the selling point really for the film. I think if it was played by someone else, I probably would have gave it a miss.
But to be fair, Emma Thompson as well was very good.
Yeah, I was actually going to get to it a bit later on, but yeah, Emma Thompson again. But like, I really enjoyed her as well. Like, well, really good performance.
Yeah.
For some reason, I had it in my head. I was walking out and I had to search it up. I honestly thought that she was she was in one of the 101 or 102 Dalmatian films, but she wasn't. I thought she played one of the women, but I think I got that totally wrong. But yeah, so kind of moving on, kind of getting into a bit more spoiler territory, and if if you don't want to watch, hear the spoilers, I don't know what you're watching this video for, but kind of getting in, into
what do you mean? It's a review, so you could do a spoiler-free bit and then spoil a bit. So
we've been spoiler-free up to now.
Oh yeah, how long's it been? Like 2 minutes. Right now onto the spoilers. See you all in a bit. See most of you. Get out of here.
Yourself.
No, there's some stuff we can talk about that's non-spoiler.
Yeah, well, to be fair, it's not. Is there a spoiler? It's like, what are you spoiling? Like, I think everyone knows. Obviously, it is it's a Cruella de Vil origin story.
Yeah, I think. To be fair though, it's good to not know what it is about, because I didn't really. I didn't really know what it's about. I knew obviously it was Cruella pre 101 Dalmatians, a bit of prequel going on, and an origin story, like I say. But that's literally it. Didn't know anything about the story, but.
No.
Yeah, we could talk about more of the, as we normally do, the acting and stuff like that. Yeah. That's not spoiler.
Well, let's see. Obviously, it's an origin story. I'll kind of go for what the review said to how I felt. So, leading up to the film, I watched the Angry Joe show. I watched his review, and a lot of the times, and I'll be interested to hear what you think on this, Josh. A lot of the times throughout their review, they moaned about the pieces of music that would just start playing.
Right.
And because it wasn't the full songs, they complained that it was just snippets of these well-known songs, which, I'll be honest with you, did not bother me at all whatsoever. I did not see what the issue is with that. So I was going into the film knowing that I knew that they had these bits of music, but it's.
They must hate most films then, because most films do that. To be honest, mate.
That's what I thought. I couldn't think anything. But anyway, so yeah,
I think the music sometimes is really good. Like, there's a few points where, it kind of fit what was happening on screen.
Well, yeah, this is that segment where she gets on top of the car and she reveals one of her dresses. Like that bit of music there was great. Do you know what though? There was one piece of music that I thought Disney are trying to milk off the success of Joker, and I didn't like it. And that's where she's tied up in the burning house, and and they play in the clowns. So in the Joker, you've got 3 people who sing that song, the clowns. Just smile. Da, 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 da.
Oh yeah.
So they play that when you think she's when she's surrounded by the house in flames.
Right.
Okay. It's just like, because I think that's the darkest moment. It was a bit like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I would say I'm not saying
spoiler,
it's yeah. Well, it is the way it is. If you don't want to know about the film, don't watch the bloody review. But yeah, so I kind of felt like,
mate, you said, what the bloody hell?
Yeah, mate.
People can watch. What the? Mate, you're basically destroying half of our audience. No, I didn't swear before you go. Oh, yes, sir.
Oh, you did. You almost did.
Yeah, I almost did. Yeah, what the? I know. But yeah, mate, we've always done reviews where it's like half of it's non-spoiler and half of it is. Don't go straight into the spoilers, do we?
Yeah, well, I couldn't really think of anything else how to say it. I said,
I can. So here we go. The henchmen were really good. No spoilers in that. Obviously, you know the henchmen from Cruella de Vil. You see him in the trailer as well if you watch that. And they were both really good, weren't they? And the guy that plays Richard Jewell in Richard Jewell, the film, and is also in Black Klansman as well. Is in quite a few bits.
I think he was in Black Klansman.
Yeah, he's one of the KKK members.
Oh, I didn't notice him in that.
Yeah, he's in it quite a bit because he's just one of the KKK people.
Right, I think I know.
One of the things where you notice him the most is when they're in the house. Yeah,
he's like with the Southern lot, isn't he?
Yeah, the KKK. So, he was really good in both of those films, and I think that's all I can recall seeing him in.
I do want to watch Richard Jewell because it looked really good.
Yeah, it is. It's very slow in a way, but it's so well done. It's like well built, but I kind of knew when I saw that he was in this. I was like, this is going to be he's going to be good in this.
Honestly, I think the whole film. I think the casting is perfect.
Yeah.
The two henchmen was brilliant. I really enjoyed their performance.
Yeah.
It's a nice story really as to kind of why they end up working for Cruella. And like I said, Emma Stone's performance again was really good. I said there's only one bit, and I said to you that felt quite forced, and I said that's the monologue, near the end of the film.
Right. Yeah, I don't know what you mean by that. Where she's like voiceover, where it's a voiceover. Or...
No. So obviously, Cruella de Vil, she finds herself, she becomes Cruella de Vil, and she kind of has that, darling mustache, everyone's always bad and all that kind of, it's very put on and like.
But I kind of I vibe that. I like that because the reason why is because obviously it's a Disney character, so very over the top and very exaggerated, which is exactly what it is.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, for most of that, it worked, but it's just one scene where she's talking to, she's like talking to her mum in a sense at the water fountain. It's just like, I guess it's who I really am now, and then she all of a sudden goes, "Oh, well, one must go dash," and it's just like, it just kind of chucked me back a bit. I thought, that's alright, it seemed a bit forced. But when she's in conflict with obviously Emma Thompson's character, and and that kind of stuff, it's really good.
Yeah,
like it's it's very interesting to watch, and I think really, obviously it's set in late 70s, early 80s kind of era. I honestly believe that the best part of that film, and Ashley, I was went to see it with, was the whole kind of fashion battle. I honestly thought that was the best bit of the whole film. I really enjoyed those bits.
Yeah. Well, that's all I've got to say. It's probably spoiler free. So we're going to move on to spoilers now. So if you haven't watched the film or care for it not being spoiled for you, switch off, and we'll see you in the next one. But for you guys sticking around, spoilers, Tyler, and what do you want to discuss spoiler wise?
Like I said, it didn't really much spoilers, is it? Obviously, there's one big spoiler, isn't there? There's one big spoiler, and that's when you find out that Emma Thompson her character is her real mum.
Yeah.
That's the only spoiler. I think that's the biggest spoiler of it, which I didn't see that coming. To be fair, I'm not saying it's a good twist. It's a very cliche, should I say? But it was fine. There was nothing really about this film that bothered me. And like I said, go back to the Angry Joe bits when he was on about it. He was also like the music, and he says that she goes from obviously loving dogs, so she has the dog at the beginning of the film and throughout her life, to then you kind of get the sense that she might, like when she kidnaps the Dalmatians, you think, is she going to kill him? So it's like, is she being mean to dogs? To then at the end, like, where she says, "Oh no, of course I didn't kill him." You know, is she loving dogs? And it's just, and again, all none of that really bothered me. I never sat there thinking, and there was any kind of issue in regarding of that. Speaking of dogs, though, I think that was something that you had an issue with.
Yeah. One thing I just want to say on that point is, to be fair, it was kind of weird that she kind of liked dogs, and the reasoning, and that initially my thoughts were the reasoning she hated Dalmatians in 101 Dalmatians was because the Dalmatians killed the mum. So I thought that's the whole reason why she likes Dalmatians. But then you kind of then didn't get that towards the end. So originally, obviously, that's like the start of the film. So you think, right, that's why she hates them. And then obviously she lives with them for a bit in the film, and she's absolutely fine with that. And she lets the Dalmatians sleep in front of the fire and whatever. And it was just a bit. They kind of took away from it. Like they built it really well, and then just by doing those little bits, it kind of just took away from that like origin of hate towards Dalmatians. That makes sense.
Yeah, that's to be fair. There was a bit where I was sat watching the film, thinking, why did she hate Dalmatian? I could not think for the life of me in the 101 Dalmatian why she hated him, why she wanted to capture him.
Yeah.
I couldn't think why.
No.
And I still don't know.
No.
And this film doesn't add anything to that.
It doesn't. No.
But again, like I said, I enjoyed it.
In 101 Dalmatians, the reason why she wants to capture him is to make clothes out of them.
To make clothes out.
Yeah, that's the whole point, isn't it? Of wanting to get the Dalmatians, the puppy Dalmatians, so she can make clothes out of them, out of the skin. That is the whole narrative of that. So it was weird that she didn't do that in this when you thought she did.
But then again, that's Disney. That'd be like Disney now. I think, oh, can't do that because back then, that was in the 90s. Do you know what I mean?
It was only implied as well. It was never directly said in the film, in the
what, in 101?
In 101, yeah. It was just implied. It was like an adult, one of those like adult goes over kids' heads type thing.
Yeah.
It was one of them where, oh god, she wants a Dalmatian so she can make clothes out of it. It's that kind of vibe.
Yeah, so like I said, it was a bit weird, but again, it didn't bother me. I don't. Like I said, I enjoyed it a lot more than I think I was expected to. There's nothing really that gripes about it. I would happily go to the cinema and watch it again. Really,
fair enough.
Let's say my niece wanted to go. She's about 6. Disney. I would happily go and watch it. I enjoyed it. I won't buy it on Blu-ray, I don't think, but
I had a theory. I thought maybe because obviously Mulan, right? Just to kind of compare it. Mulan went on to Disney Plus as one of them buy things where you could buy a home, which Cruella has as well.
Yeah.
And what they did with Mulan was that came out. I can't exactly remember. I think it was around this sort of time last year. And then at Christmas, it became free on Disney Plus for everybody to watch. So I'm thinking they're maybe going to do the same with Cruella.
Oh yeah.
So that'll become free on Disney Plus come Christmas time. So if you're not in any rush to watch it and you're not really willing to pay for it and stuff, there's a way that you could possibly watch it. Because like I say, it should be coming free on Disney Plus around Christmas, I think.
Oh yeah.
It'll be their Christmas Day film.
Yeah, they definitely put it on Disney Plus. So kind of wrapping up. Like I said, it's not really, it's a good film. And guys, let's say if you haven't watched it,
we were gonna mention about the dogs, weren't we? And
yes, yeah. Sorry, because there was one thing that did kind of irritate you a little bit about the dogs, which it didn't really irritate me.
It's just annoying. It was. So the thing that wasn't, rather than me just go into it and not explain what on earth I'm talking about.
Yeah, what is it, Josh?
One thing that was kind of consistent throughout the film, but annoyingly consistent, was the dogs and the way they switched from real dogs to CGI.
Yeah.
And obviously the real dogs, a dog really, doesn't show a lot of emotion, whereas the CGI dogs, they were like really showed loads of emotion, like giving a little smile to the camera, giving a little
I know.
A little frown of disappointment, all that sort of stuff.
Dog looking.
There was a couple of points where the dog had like proper emotion on the face, like proper cartoon, and I was like, what?
I think the worst thing, the worst dogs that were animated were the Dalmatians.
Yeah.
I think the others weren't so bad. You could tell, you knew when it switched, but I think that it's the Dalmatians. The faces just look weird.
Yeah. And there was one bit at the start. This is where Cruella's young and they're running away from that policeman, and they go into their lair or whatever you want to call it, through the roof onto the mattresses, and you see the dog come down. And in the background, it's like CGI dog, and it's like acting about, and you're thinking, oh, it's just weird. I get, of course, they can't just fling a dog off the roof. You know what I mean? I get the fact that they can't do that, but there's other ways around it other than completely CGI.
You've got a stunt double.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. Yeah, you know. Yeah, it's just that was my only gripe with the film. It's not really a solid gripe. It's not really one that it should have. But it just annoyed me a little bit. It just annoys me that CGI is becoming overused when it doesn't need to be in films now. Yeah. That's my only issue. Like I say, it didn't need to be CGI, but it was kind of, we'll do it CGI because we're lazy.
Yeah, that was the easy way. Yeah, no, I completely agree. This actually, after obviously it was a couple of days now since we both watched it, and I have thought about it, and I think there's one person in it who's, I think, slowly starting to get kind of just cast in these roles, and
I know what
I'm gonna say, and I think as well, it was also so not needed.
Yeah.
It could have been played by anyone. Yeah. And that's obviously Emma Thompson's character, kind of butler or kind of main right man. Yeah.
He's in Shazam and he's in loads.
Kick-ass. Yeah. And he's kind of very slowly now, I think, falling into playing the same character. He's the one to reveal the big reveal, or
Well, that's it. I kind of when he was in it and he was the sidekick to Emma Thompson's character, I kind of thought, right, well, he's going to be more than just that, because he's he's a big actor, isn't he? So I was thinking, it's not just a butler here. Like, he's going to have more of a prominent key to the story and stuff like that, which obviously he did. Which it turns out he did. He kind of basically unveiled the plot twist, essentially. Yeah. So I guess in a way it's kind of fair enough that it was cast at it, because it was kind of a key role, but it didn't really need to be a big actor either. It did
need to be in, no. There was one character that I really did like, and that was the head of the shop guy, when first got the job.
Who he reminded me of?
Who?
David Williams. I could imagine David Williams being in his role.
Yeah, it did remind me a bit of David Williams.
Like, I thought, if I was thinking, like, if that character was David Williams, it'd just be so funny. I don't know. Yeah. I just obviously like David Williams, but it reminded me a lot of him.
Josh has David Williams. I like him.
He's got a poster up there.
No, you haven't.
I obviously haven't. As if you believe that.
Well, I don't know. I actually don't know.
Bloody, you think I'm some creep and David Williams bloody head on my bloody wall? What on earth? So there you go. Right. So I don't know have you got any more points to make, Tyler? Or
No, not really. I don't think there's too much to go into, really.
Right.
It's a quite simplistic film. It's very well shot. I think the soundtrack, the music is great. Yeah. And like I said, the performances are really good as well.
Yeah. Out of 10?
Out of 10, I would say it is a solid... I'd say it's a solid 7.5.
I said 7 or 8.
Yeah.
But I would say 7 just because it's not for me.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think if I was a massive Disney fan and whatnot, I'd be like, oh yes, it's a 10. Because weirdly, this could be controversial. Yeah. I enjoyed that Cruella more than I did the done or new version of Lion King.
Okay, I haven't seen The Lion King.
So, yeah, and obviously both bit animals, both CGI, but in a sense, but yeah, I enjoyed that more than I did Lion King. I'm not sure it's because I've already seen Lion King and it's not a new story, but it was just, I think it was a better Disney film.
Well, you said you weren't really a fan of Lion King, didn't you, the other day? So,
well, no,
again, maybe Lion King wasn't me.
I'm not being too biased. I generally, like, I've only watched the animation Lion King once in my lifetime.
That's crazy. Right? That's sacrilege, that is, me, I tell you now.
And
what? It's one of the best stories ever. God.
For Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Oh, bloody hell. No one prefers that. That is only you. Over Lion King. No one. Yeah, I've never ever heard anyone say that.
Mate, Hunchback of Notre Dame was a very sad story.
Oh,
like, it's
so was Lion King. Jesus.
No, it's nowhere near as heartbreaking. Nowhere near as heartbreaking.
You daft. Someone dies in Lion King, mate.
Yeah, but
does he die in Notre Dame? No, he bloody doesn't. Spoiler alert.
He could have saved himself.
Right, right. Well, you try. I'll throw you off a cliff, yeah, and then you try climbing up, yeah. Into a stampede. Yeah.
But yes, but yeah. So that's that comment. But yeah, I'm going to say 7 out of 10. Solid film.
Yeah, I'd say 7.
Yeah, I'd definitely, go and watch it. But anyway, guys, that was Cruella review. Yeah. Guys, good. I really enjoyed the video. I said me and Josh did. We enjoyed it. It's a good Disney film. It's okay. It's okay. If you have watched it and you totally disagree with everything we said, then obviously please leave a comment below. We want to hear and see exactly what your thoughts with it. Yeah. I think leaving on a question: should they do Cruella 2?
No.
And if so, would you go and see it?
No.
Do you think Disney are brave enough to milk that cow?
I think if they did a 101 Dalmatians remake, they could do that. They could get away with that.
Still use Emma Stone?
And still, yeah, still use Emma Stone. If you could, well, you'd have to age her up, wouldn't you, a little bit? But because really, Cruella and we made the comment before, didn't we, on chat and that originally about Cruella, and said that she looks too nice.
Yeah,
she's too good looking to be Cruella. So for her to play 101 Dalmatians Cruella, she'll probably have to maybe change her look a little bit, a little bit more witch, because Cruella almost looks like a witch. In the sense 101 Dalmatians, really grimacing face and all that sort of stuff. I think
the good thing that it kind of worked for Cruella, though, with actually Emma Stone being quite good looking, is that it's a very fashion orientated film.
Yeah.
And I did not know that Cruella was some kind of fashion thing. I'm not sure if it's even mentioned in the 101 Dalmatians.
It is, because she has her own. Yeah, she has her own fashion business. She's making the clothes out of a thing.
I just could not remember. So I really liked that aspect and think that she was some kind of model. It's good. It's very entertaining. But yeah, guys, like I said, obviously, thanks so much for watching the video. Again, please subscribe, hit that like button, and hit the notifications, and you'll see when our next videos pop up, and you can be the first to watch them. Got anything else to add to that, Josh?
No, mate. All good. Cheers for watching. Good. Subscribe and that.
Thank you very much. I like that. Subscribe and that.